I'm excited. It feels like ages since I've done one of these sampling videos. Today I'm discovering the house of Teo Cabanel. Never smelled anything from them, so I will be sharing my first impressions with you. Stay tuned to FM. So the idea behind these sampling videos is I have so many sample sets to go through, and I would be going through them anyway and trying out and discovering new houses. So I thought, why not roll the camera and let you guys join me in this journey of discovery. So today I'm looking at the house of Teo Cabanel. I think it's Teo or Teo. I'm going to say Teo. And they have sent me 11 fragrances in this bag. I've not yet opened them. I've not had a look. I don't really know anything about this house. I've seen a few pictures on Instagram, that is it. I've certainly never smelt anything. Thank you very much to the brand for reaching out to me. They asked me if they could send me some samples to try. So here I am trying them with you. So let's get into this. I'm going to go through these quite quickly. There are 11, so I don't want to dwell on each one too much. So it will be a quick first impressions. The first one is called Orphace. This is an eau de parfum. And I've got to say, I'll cut to a close-up of these little boxes because it's so nice to have a sample box that's a little drawer, so you're not scrabbling around with your nails trying to get the little box open. Nice and easy, drawer slides open. Okay, it's a dabber. Do prefer sprayers? Oh man. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit messy. And the lid has to go back on because they don't stand up. Okay, Orphace. So this smells quite rosy to me. It smells great. Actually, the first thing that strikes me about this is the quality of the composition. It smells natural, smells really nicely blended, really smoothly blended. I think there's definitely rose. It's got a slightly soapy aspect to it. At this stage on this strip, I would say perhaps leans a little more feminine. I don't know if that will be a theme actually with this house, because going off the names of some of these that I've just noticed as I've laid them out, they do sound like they could be more feminine, but we'll see, we'll see. To me, that smells like a soapy, slightly woody rose fragrance, leans a little more feminine, but I like it. I don't think it would be for me personally. So the next one, oh, this is a different box. We do have to scrabble around with opening the box. Oh, it's a sprayer. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Café Carbonell. Now, this is one I have heard of. I've seen, I think it could be their latest release. Seen lots of pictures of this. By the way, I'll put a picture of the bottles up. The bottles look fantastic. Presentation really good. Just glad I got a sprayer. They're not all sprayers. I think most of them aren't sprayers actually. Okay, that's not quite what I was expecting. It's very lovely though. That is really nice. I was expecting more of an intense hit of coffee, more of an espresso type of coffee. But it is like a sweet, milky type of coffee, I would say. And there's like a hint of animalic in here. Maybe a bit of tobacco, I don't know. This is certainly darker, definitely up my street. Café Carbonell. I thought from what I've heard people say and from the description of this fragrance, I thought I might like this one. Café Carbonell, brilliant. Really, really liking that. I'll come back to all these at the end just to revisit them. So we're back to the dabber. This one is Alaheen. And this comes in a little red box. I wonder if this is another rosy one. So, here we go. Let's get that on the strip. So this is more white floral than rose. Perhaps something like tuberose or ylang ylang, maybe jasmine. I'm not sure, but it smells quite white florally, but it's not. Sometimes with white floral fragrances, they can be thick and indolic, and it isn't that. Almost animalic when a fragrance is so indolic, but this is definitely not as far as that. Again, a little more feminine, I would say. Perhaps there is some rose in there now coming out, or something very floral. Green, actually some green nuances in there as well. So green, floral, sweet, It's like smelling lovely flowers in a summer's garden. Yeah, again, lovely composition. Not for me. A little too feminine. You know, I could wear it. I could wear it. But when I have the choice of some of the more masculine and rich and complex fragrances that I tend to lean to, love freshies as well. A well done freshie. Lace Garden, okay, definitely a more feminine sounding name. Back to a sprayer. This is the last sprayer. Enjoy the last sprayer while we have it. Okay, I like that. So again, it smells floral, but not as feminine as the last one. It's green as well. Getting a bit of greenness from that. It's quite sweet, elegant, nicely put together. Now it's drying down a little bit more. Again, it is smelling a little more feminine. Yeah, it's not got that very kind of floral, perhaps rose type of feminine accord in it, but it does smell more like a women's perfume, personally, to me. So that one was Lace Garden. Next we have Kazaar. Oh, it was in the box that looked like it had a dabber, but it's actually a sprayer. That's a nice little surprise. Thank you for that. Kazaar. Again, very floral. Gosh, there's something, what is it in this? Is it perhaps a magnolia or a geranium maybe? But it's like a dark, you know, sometimes you can get very sweet light florals. It smells more like a dark floral. It's definitely got an edge to it, a sharpness. You know, almost like a tulip smell. Like a dark brooding floral. If you've ever smelled something like Amsterdam from Gallivant, which has this kind of black tulip accord in it. Reminds me of that type of scent, so it's a little spicy. Dark florals. You know, there's something in the background of this that I just can't put my finger on. It's quite a mysterious scent, actually. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, again, big floral, but a little darker, so I'm liking that one. That was Kazaar. The next one, is it a dabber or is it a sprayer? It's a dabber. Okay. Melora or Milo. So hard when you're not putting on skin to test these dabbers on strips. Right, okay. Now this one sparkles. This one really sparkles. It's definitely a bright citrus scent. There's a weightiness to it as well. I think there's some florals in the heart, but probably white florals. It's got a nice base. It feels like a very stable fragrance. I think it would last pretty well, even though it is a lighter fragrance. It makes me think of holidays, makes me think of going to Italy or Greece on an island, and that's great. Actually, that is one of my favorites of these so far. Fresh, invigorating, crisp, clean, a little bit culinary. Really enjoyed that one. That's a very good one. Yes, certainly more of a masculine appeal to me than some of the other ones. Okay, sprayer or dabber, sprayer or dabber. It's a sprayer, yes. This is like Russian roulette, isn't it? Hegoa. This one's very bright as well. A good summer scent, I would say. Does have that sparkling quality. I think there's probably some citruses in here. I get like there's a calming, relaxing aspect to it, like drinking some kind of tea. There's some florals in here as well, but I wouldn't say that they come across as overly feminine at all, the florals. This reminds me like of a red bush tea. Reminds me of drinking a calming, relaxing cup of tea. This one had a sharpness to the opening that took me aback a little bit, but that quickly went away. Perhaps it could have been the alcohol. And this is actually drying down to be a beautiful, calming, relaxing, tea-like, citrusy scent. That is really nice. Hegoa. Yeah, definitely a hit for me, that one. Now the next one might have roses in. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's called Early Roses. It's a sprayer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for another sprayer. Early roses, here we go. So is this going to be a jammy rose? Is it going to be a powdery rose? Is it going to be a masculine rose? Early roses, is that like a rose maybe before it's come into full bloom? Is it more of a green rose? Yeah. All right, this reminds me of the rose in Tom Ford's Rose Prick. So not an overly feminine rose at all. It's a pink rose. Rather than a red, deep rose, I would say a light, refreshing, very nice pink rose scent. I think it's masculine enough. Actually, I saw the name of this and I thought it's gonna be rose. I'm probably not gonna like this one, but I really like this one. It's also a little soapy as well. It's very bright scent though. And actually the more I smell this, and this is only over the space of a few seconds, the rose is coming out more. It's becoming more prominent than it was in that initial blast. I don't know what it is about this one. It is rosy, but there's something about it. Maybe I've got some kind of scent memory. I'm not quite sure what that memory is, but I feel like I've smelled this reminds me of a happy time or a happy experience in my life. Yeah, that's really nice. Early roses. And okay, let's move on to the next one, which is called Julia. So it's a dabber. It's all right. We can do this. We've got it. So pink box, called Julia. Perhaps this is more feminine targeted. I don't know what gives me that idea, but you know, let's find out. Dab it on the strip. Getting better at this actually. I'm spilling less and less of the juice every time I dab on the strip. Oh, this smells fruitier. This is the fruitiest of them, I think. Yeah, it's fruity, smooth, a little bit creamy, very bright fragrance. It's not, some fragrances can be very fruity, almost like a fruit medley, like a bowl of fruit, and it is just dominant fruit accord, but this is not dominated by the fruit, although it has some kinds of fruit in it. There's a little bit of tartness in there, maybe some kind of berry fruit. I like it, it's nice. Again, leans feminine. I think probably is targeted to females. You know what? What I'm getting from this house, I think there might be some for the gents in here, but predominantly, I think if you're a lady and you're watching this, then you're going to find something you like. They're bright. There's a lot of florals in here. Very elegant, very nicely composed, very well blended. So I think you'll really find something. So if you're into that style of scent, I can definitely recommend checking out things from Teo Cabanel. Okay, yeah, nice, nice. I probably wouldn't wear it. Sprayer or dabber? What do you think? Sprayer or dabber? Sprayer. God, I didn't realise this video was going to be as tense. Finding out whether we've got sprayers or dabbers. Last one's definitely a sprayer, so we're all right. It's out of the box. That didn't come in a box. Okay, this one is called Jaspe or Jaspe. Jaspe. Okay. I think this might be my favourite. Perhaps this is even targeted more to men. This is great. This smells almost a little boozy. This is spicy. I'm pretty sure there's some vetiver in here. Smells classically masculine style cologne, this one. Yeah, I think for me, the vetiver is coming out more. But I think there's some leather in here as well. I think there's definitely a leather nuance, but it's not too sharp, not off-putting in the slightest. I think it just anchors the fragrance really well. Yeah, I think along the lines of Guerlain, vetiver. It's where you've got a masculine cologne style fragrance, but with a lot of depth, with a bit of darkness. Okay, I'm gonna say that so far, this is my favorite. Jaspe is my favorite. That is really, really good scent. Great for spring and summer. Right, last one. Haven't sprayed it. No point in smelling the strip when I've not sprayed it. So, didn't have to worry about dabber or sprayer this time because this one didn't come in a box. So we know it's a sprayer. This is Barkhane or Barkhane. Okay, Fruity again, and floral, fruity floral, woody. Okay, as it's drying down, I'm losing fruitiness. Maybe it was just the alcohol mixing with things. So what comes out quite prominently is the patchouli in this, and sweetened with a vanilla, probably. It's got that lovely patchouli vanilla combo. And it smells quite resinous as well. It's got this lovely, deep, resinous, woody quality. Okay, this is good. This is a great one. Barkhane. Oh, I think it's going to be a fight between these last two, actually. Which one I prefer. Let me whiz through them all. Oh, ha. Yep. Still on the feminine side. Cabanel. Yeah, that's really good. Spicy, milky, coffee scent. I feel like nutmeg. I don't know if there's nutmeg in here. I feel like nutmeg is coming out of this one now. And vanilla, perhaps. Cabanel. Very, very good. Alaheen or Alaheen. That's nice, yeah. I'm gonna stick with feeling that is a little feminine. And Lace Garden, yeah, nice. Again, a little too feminine for me. Kazaar, yeah, this one's okay. It's got that dark floral accord to it, which I think gets deeper and deeper. It smells natural, it smells very good, but I'm not enjoying that as much as some of the other ones. Melora, yeah, still really like that one. Lovely, sparkly citrus. I think that is definitely unisex. Kazaar. So this is that calming tea scent. Yeah, I do really like those two. Do like those. Early Roses. Yep, too feminine for me. Julia. Too feminine. So we've got Jasper and Barkhane. Okay, yeah. For me, the clear winner out of this whole house is Barkhane. It is beautiful. Exceptional. That is really good. Barkhane is fantastic. Some of these not for me, but I love Barkhane. I really like and would definitely wear Jasper, Melora and Kazaar, which was the calming tea scent, and Cabanel as well. So I really like those, but I love Barkhane. Barkhane is right up my street. Yeah, that's my kind of scent. A bit thicker, a bit richer, a bit more complex, a bit deeper. Fantastic, really good scent. Okay, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed sharing my first impressions. Overall, a great house. Really glad to have discovered them. They seem to have a nice section of their range targeted at females, and then there are some that I feel are unisex, and then a few that are on the more masculine side, so really nicely balanced house overall. Generally, the compositions are great. I think they're high quality, I think they're classy, and they're sophisticated. They're not leaning too dark and gourmand in terms of the fragrances. I think the darkest they went with these was Barkhane, which is probably why I enjoyed that one so much, but really enjoyed checking out the house. I'm sure many of you have lots of experience with them, so if you do, I would love to hear your opinions on these, and let me know which ones you think are the best ones from this house. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.